Well, today the Indian Space Research Organization has achieved another milestone with the successful launch of the PSLV C-59 rocket carrying the European Space Association's PROBA-3 satellite into orbit. It's a great launch which took place. Let's have that up full screen. This groundbreaking mission showcases India's space prowess. It's aimed at studying solar phenomena. Is the satellite on board that lifted off on that rocket from Sriharikota. It's a testament to international collaboration. This launch marks a new chapter in space collaboration.
The core S-139 stage thrusting along.
Congratulations to the entire PSLV project team as well as for PROBA team. And we wish all the very best to PROBA for their further operations and achieving the mission goals. Congratulations to both the teams. Let me take this opportunity also to mention that this is a mission accomplished on contract by NSIL. So we have today both the mission director as well as the CMD of NSIL here.
Well, our science editor Pallav Bagla with us. Pallav, great to be talking science after hectic politics. I promise you, I actually prefer talking more about the science. But you didn't hear that. Anyway, the satellite itself, what is it meant to study?
Oh, it's a very special satellite. One, it is meant to study the sun. And sun remains a big mystery. There are so many unknowns and we are seeking answers to that. But more importantly, for the first time in the world, the satellite will do what is called formation flying. We've seen formation flying of aircrafts, Suryakiran when they fly together.
Right.
It's so difficult in air. Now to do formation flying at millimeter level accuracy in the vacuum of space and doing it autonomously like self-driven cars. And all being done to create what is called an artificial total solar eclipse, which will give a better understanding of the corona of the sun, which we understand so little of. It's a precision mission. And in that precision mission, India's Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle has given it the right orbit. In fact, the European Space Agency chief has just sent a message saying they got a picture-perfect launch.
Right.
So it's brilliant. They will get a great orbit and they would get a great mission.
Now, this is our most reliable rocket, right? I think at this stage, all of them are fairly reliable, but this one particularly, what's the strike rate? Almost 100%?
No. This is not 100%. 95% is the success rate, which is very high, but still not close to the launch vehicle Mark III, which has a 100% record. It's a much heavier rocket, the Bahubali rocket, and it does brilliantly. Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle has been around for a long time. It's very versatile. It can do, it did the mission to Moon, it did the mission to Mars. It can do missions like what it did today, which is precision launching of a pair of satellites. And these satellites are not cheap. This European Space Agency satellite PROBA-3 has cost $210 million and several years to make. And the world is looking forward to this formation flying because in future, this technology is going to be deployed for many, many things. And one of them is surveillance.
Right.
I've not much heard about it, but I know that's our favorite subject, Vishnu. But one of the things is surveillance. But right now, it's a mission to study the sun. It's a technology demonstrator by the European Space Agency. And what India should be proud of is that ESA chose PSLV as the rocket. They could have gone to many other places. They wanted a precision launch. They got a precision launch. It was delayed by a day, not because of the rocket. It was delayed because the PROBA-3 satellite had an anomaly. They took 24 hours to fix it. The rocket was ready. Today at 4:04 p.m., beautiful liftoff.
There was a delay by 24 hours, right?
There was a delay, but that was because they wanted to correct the anomaly on the satellite, which is a passenger.
Which was a digital glitch. It was a computer software glitch, right?
No, they had to override a problem and they used software to, because they didn't bring the satellite down.
Right.
The rocket was not defueled, it was not deassembled.
Right.
So it was all done using software. We don't know what the exact fix ESA has done, but obviously when they've launched a $210 million satellite, I presume they must have fixed it.
Now, you know, we were talking earlier on, and in as much as we've done so many launches of the PSLV, in the space game, as it were, India is well short of what Elon Musk is achieving, certainly in the number of launches. We'll talk about technology later on. Why is that the case?
Oh, see, ISRO is a national space agency. SpaceX is a commercial organization. The difference is vast.
But is that true though, Pallav? Because, I mean, at one level, they want to commercialize ISRO as well. We've set up Antrix, right? Which is the
Antrix is gone now. We have New Space India Limited,
right,
which is the new.
And that is a commercial arm. It's meant to earn money.
Oh, right. Today's launch is a commercial launch.
So therefore,
it was not a collaboration between ESA and ISRO.
So therefore, the question on ISRO versus Musk and SpaceX, why do they have so many more launches? Is it the class of rockets that they use which is different from ours?
There are many things. The class of rocket Falcon 9 is a much heavier lift rocket. If you are looking at the comparisons, recently I did the comparison. Elon Musk with SpaceX, Falcon 9 has done over 125 launches this year.
Right.
And in all of ISRO's history, we've done close to 90 launches.
Yeah.
So the difference is vast. One is a national agency, the other is a commercial organization. They have mastered how to do commercial launches back to back, and they are succeeding. India also used Falcon 9 to launch its communication satellite on the last launch, because we don't have a heavy lift launcher, and Falcon 9 is a very reliable rocket.
So the big question,
99%
Pallav,
success.
And I'm sure you were waiting for it. Gaganyaan, where are we? When are we going to get a human being in space?
Well, an Indian to go into space will happen sometime early 2025, when an Indian will go to the International Space Station on a SpaceX Falcon 9 Crew Dragon. But our own Gaganyaan, where an Indian will go on an Indian rocket from Indian soil, will happen sometime in 2026. Work is on. The rocket has been human rated. The crew module is what is taking time, especially the environment life support control system. That's a tricky part. 4 astronaut designates have been chosen. 2 of them are under training right now in America with NASA and Axiom. And one of them will launch on the Axiom 4 mission to the International Space Station. All of this experience will be gathered, and when there is full readiness, then Gaganyaan will be undertaken.
So 2 years approximately. If everything goes according to schedule.
There are so many tests, close to,
I think, you aren't going to race through this.
There is no need to race. There is no need to race. See, you're sending a human up. Sending is one, you have to bring them back safely. Whenever a pilot flies a fighter aircraft, Vishnu, you've heard it, happy landings is what is the salute which is given. So you need a happy landing for an Indian astronaut. And by the way, the Indian astronaut is now called a Gaganyatri. So the Gaganyatri needs
So that Vyomnaut disappeared somewhere.
Vyomnaut is no longer there. Gaganyatri is the phrase which is the word which is used.
Yeah.
And we need a very happy landing.
Yeah.
We are preparing hard for it. And remember, after 2003, when China became the 3rd country to do it independently on their capacity, no other country has even attempted it. So India will be the 4th country. Whenever it attempts it, there is no need to rush it. It's a one-of-a-kind project. But the Prime Minister has given a huge task to ISRO, Gaganyaan Plus. So you have 2 flights of Gaganyaan with astronauts. Then you have the Bharatiya Antriksh Station by 2035, which is India's space station, and then to land an Indian on the moon by 2040. So the roadmap for ISRO has been set by the Prime Minister, not just set in words. He has also... No, the government has also given them allocated money. So close to 31,000 crore rupees has been allocated through cabinet clearances.
Right.
Unheard of clearances like this. So we will see an Indian going on an Indian rocket from Indian soil. We will together report it, Vishnu. It will be a great day for India.
It would. Thanks very much, Pallav, for being with us.